This is your WWD3 news of a Friday morning. It's pretty sunny at Pontenera. Now, Piaggio are launching a new electric vehicle, the Vespa Elettrica. Mind you, it's not a novelty. It has been in production for some years. It's not exactly what you call a bestseller, but mind you, they had the blessing from Brussels, yes, 118 million euros investments in new technology just to make the damn washing machine engine automatically. Only 4 people were operating this so-called new assembly line. And if you would have well, they start building a new premises to house all this shit, and it's just left as a concrete eco monster. You see that blue building over there? Someone told me it's around there. That building, it's all concrete, and it should have been hot offices. Everything which should house this type of project. But you know, at the end of the day, here in Italy they take their time about doing things, and obviously I think Metzola, the president of European Union, had visited them, and obviously they start rolling all the machinery inside the factory itself in Via Renale Piaggio and setting up the actual computerised robotic assembly line. Well, enough about that. Would it be a bestseller? Well, there are doubts about electric vehicles. We have seen Stellantis and now Ferrari and other manufacturers when they invested so much money in this type of iPad on wheels. It was an absolute disaster. And there'll be 2 types of washing machine engines you can choose as models. I think a 2.7 kilowatt engine, 45 kilometers an hour speed, that's a 50cc, and 70 kilometers, which is a 3.2 kilowatt engine, which is considered classified as a so-called 125 engine. If you're talking in terms of petrol heads, yes. Now, the cost of these of this model, it goes from 5,000 to 350 euro, right up to 7,000 euro for the top range. And mind you, the range of this iPad on 2 wheels, 80 kilometers, and a charging time of 4 hours. Until now, you could only home charge it. I goes, what the fuck use is that for? You know, you wouldn't even attach it to a public charger as well. And mind you, the battery, the traction battery, it's not cheap. I think it's more than 1,000 euros plus VAT on the top of that. And the ordinary battery, which uses it, 12-volt battery, that's just to power the electronics and probably the lights as well. It would have been more better, like I said, it would have an adapter for the charge from a public, charging facility. And who's aimed at this so-called innovative product? well, it's not exactly your classical punter. There's very little private people who buy these things unless there's government incentives, which when it runs out, no one's interested anymore. Consider its price tag. Local government agencies, or those who rent or do leasing on vehicles, they can use it for urban use around the city. I think you'll be able to do long journeys with a range of 80 kilometres, probably around at 60. You can probably squeeze out it on max capacity, seeing it's electric, it's not petrol. Petrol, you can do 200 kilometres on a full tank. Like I said, will it be a bestseller? Well, I have my doubts about this, because you know, all these electrical things on wheels, you know, they do have their issues, they do have their problems. Thermal runaway at the battery, for starters. And obviously this model is riddled with problems. So should think twice before purchasing such things. Problem with the battery, problem with electronics, cuts out, doesn't charge. It's just a pain in the arse. Obviously, like I mentioned, the cost of the battery as well, the traction battery. Mind you, it would be one of those pull-out batteries, you know, like the car stereos here in Italy. Could be an advantage, because they signed an agreement in 2021 with Honda and Kappa TM, if they're still around, to adopt a standard battery, which you can swap around, and you put in another models and brands who adopt the system. That is a pretty good thing. But overall, you know, it is a very expensive purchase, and you know, sincerely, I would invest that money in other things instead of buying an iPad on two wheels. It does have its issues. They say it will have ecological benefits. No. These type of vehicles, when it comes to recycling the battery itself, there is no standard procedure. It's extremely to be recycled. And seeing the cost of electricity, especially when you charge it from a public charging point, it differs. Even who runs these so-called things, so they have to make a profit to cover the running costs. Will it be a success or a flop? Seeing practically they sell extremely very small numbers of these vehicles. An instant success? No. Overseas markets, America, California, places like that, which this Green Deal shit they love, and obviously the Italian design and stuff like that they appreciate. Mind you, the company who produces this vehicle, their research and development division, they have shut it down 2 months ago. It was only opened up for one day for the President of the Republic to make believe they do something innovation upon the dare. They don't do nothing. It's just producing the same old models, very expensive, and obviously the Asian competitors, it's not just eating up their own home markets here in Italy, even overseas. And it's our performance of sales are not so good at the end of the day.